Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I try to keep videos around here pretty positive, focused on the positive, but today I'm gonna go off on something a little bit ranty, and I always feel a little bad when I do these, but you guys always seem to enjoy them. And I had a dream about it last night, so I was like, okay, it's time to talk about it. So what I want to talk about today is why I would never offer a cash prize for a weight loss or transformation group ever. I think it is incredibly unethical. And I see it a lot. I see it a whole lot. So this is not about any one particular person, but I have been seeing it more and more within our vegan community. And it's like, okay, enter this group challenge of 4 weeks or 12 weeks or 30 days or whatever, and whoever has the biggest transformation wins $500, $5,000, $10,000. And I just think that it is so smarmy and screwed up. Why? Well, I mean, to some people, maybe $300 or so isn't worth killing yourself for, but for some people, $5,000 or $10,000 kinda is. And a lot of people are going to go through those programs willing to do anything to win that money, which means that they're willing to do incredibly unhealthy, unsustainable things to have the biggest transformation by the end of the program. I think that's horrible. Like, you have an ethical duty as a coach, as a trainer, to not drag somebody unnecessarily, to not make somebody suffer unnecessarily. And there's two types of people that are going to enter these programs. There's the type of person who genuinely wants to change their life. And there's the type of person who wants to win the cash money. Neither one of these are better or worse, but if you put yourself through hell and you don't win the cash money, because only one person's gonna, right? And in a lot of the things I've seen, it's like the coach's friend that ends up winning coincidentally. Not all the time, but it has definitely happened. And if you don't win the cash money, then you've hurt yourself, you've dragged yourself through the mud, you know, probably going on low to no calories, tons and tons of cardio, in excess of what the program likely already prescribes, which is probably already really intense anyway, in order to win the cash money, and then you don't, so you're just left like with a lot of repairs that need to be done in your body. And if you're the person who wants to change their life and the program is designed as such that you have a physical transformation in 4 weeks, you're gonna have to be doing incredibly unhealthy things to even achieve that, even if you don't win the prize. So you are literally signing yourself to do something that is unsustainable. Now, I'm not saying coaches and trainers should coddle to their clients and not make things challenging. You absolutely should. However, especially if you're throwing out a blanket program where literally everybody gets the same thing, to the point that they're plugging their own body weight into a calculator that just spits out numbers based on their body weight, which is so stupid, by the way, and I have a whole video on that as well, then it's irresponsible to make it something that's really extreme. I just think it's super irresponsible, and generally speaking, it makes me think somebody doesn't actually have a formal education in what the heck they are doing here. So, if you're the person who just wanted to change your life, you've done something unsustainable, so maybe you had good success in 4 weeks. Wow, fantastic. Let's say you lost 15 pounds in 4 weeks, which is super unhealthy, but I bet if it happened, you'd be pretty psyched that it happened. What happens afterwards? What do you do afterwards? Because it was so unsustainable, almost everybody is gonna gain most, if not all, if not more than they lost in the first place back. And the reason that I know this for certain, is because I get emails from people every single day in that exact position. Hey, I dieted way too hard. I had really good success while I was killing myself, whether it was through one of these challenges or through a contest prep, which in and of itself is super extreme. We've talked about that before. I had really great success while I was killing myself, but since I couldn't do that forever, when I went back to eating more normally, I ballooned up, and now I can't lose it again. And these people are struggling so hard. And in my opinion, it's one thing if it's somebody who went through a contest prep. If you go all the way through a contest prep and didn't do your due diligence to find out like the physical ramifications of going through a prep, which I have talked to you guys before, as a natural, non-enhanced athlete, my skin gets bad, my sleep gets bad, my hair falls out, I get weak, I get irritable, I lose my menstrual cycle. I mean, if you go through a contest prep and didn't do your due diligence, that's kind of on you and the coach for sure. But I mean, clients have to take their own personal responsibility for not doing their due diligence as well. I don't expect the same kind of due diligence from somebody who has no interest in competing, has no interest in becoming a bodybuilder, but they're just really frustrated and want to lose 20 pounds. You have to know your client and know what they know and meet them there. And if somebody doesn't know much about fitness or nutrition or training, they are literally trusting you to walk them down the right path. And if you are dragging them with virtually no carbohydrates or low fats or 2 hours of cardio a day, what are they gonna do at the end of that? They're just not gonna know what the hell to do with themselves. So who wins here? Well, the coach is gonna have some really awesome before and after pictures. Wow, look at what this person was able to accomplish in 4 weeks, in 6 weeks, in 12 weeks. It's gonna be mind-blowing to everybody else. So you have just hurt yourself to create more marketing materials for somebody else to continue to go on and harm more people. And it is just so sad. And these are the messages that I get in my email every single day. And unfortunately, what I end up having to say to a lot of these people is, of course, I'm happy to help you, but you might not like what I have to say right now, because a lot of them, you know, they lost all this weight, then they gained it all back, now they want to lose it again, but it's not the right time to diet. It is just not the right time to diet. You have to give your body a chance to heal from the shit you just dragged it through, and that sucks, because then you're sitting at a weight that you're heavier than you're comfortable at for a while, giving your body a chance to heal, giving your mind a chance to heal, because a lot of these people come out messed up from these types of diets and these types of challenges and things like that. So there's really only 2 people who walk away from this with a long-lasting benefit. The coach, who now has all of this awesome marketing material, and the one person who won the prize money that they can then use for whatever. So that is why I will never, ever, ever run something like that. And anytime I see somebody else doing it, I immediately know that they are probably not somebody I ever want to align with. And I will actively work to steer people away from them in the future. Now, this isn't about my competition or what have you. I have almost all of my closest friends are some kind of coaches in this industry, in the vegan community. I have so many friends, and I will steer people towards the ones that I think are really, really good and who care a great deal about their clients, and they're out there, but they might not look as flashy as some of the others. So just keep that in mind. There's so many things to keep in mind when looking to hire somebody to help you along your journey. But I mean, that we have a whole video about coaching red flags, and I think that's a good, concise video. There's so many things that we could talk about, and I'm not here to trash the fitness industry. I love the fitness industry. I've been in it for a long time. But as it becomes more saturated, the people who tend to be sort of rising to the top are not necessarily the best coaches, but they're the best marketers. So it's just something that I want you to keep in mind. Anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you have any questions or comments or anything you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna be doing a video recipe next week, and I'm gonna go film that right now. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.